that to me is just, it's not worth my time anymore. I put my time in learning the human race, and I don't like the human race, so I want to save the animals. That's my that's my whole thing. And if you talk to my school advisors, they'll tell you the exact same thing that I told them. Um, you know, they always ask you when you first enroll in school, what made you decide to go down this path? And I told them I don't like people, and I want to go count bears. And they were very surprised by my answer, but I'm a very blunt person. Um, Most of what I say is out of humor, even if I do feel strongly about it. Like, I'm laughing that I'm feeling so strongly about it in that moment, and I'm getting worked up. So a lot of that is just humor. I have a dark sense of humor. Um, but anyway, so getting back into the whole school thing, that's why I decided to go to school. And now that I've been watching documentaries, you can hear one playing in the background right now, and researching the issues that have been going on, the things that we need to do to fix these issues, the controversy between professionals, regarding these issues. That there really shouldn't be any controversy over. Like, it's a problem, fix it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to come to that same conclusion. There's a problem, fix it. So you know, the whole point behind this is I don't want to involve any government agencies unless I have to. I don't want to be going through Congress. I don't want to be going through anybody like that, because fuck permission. That's my whole thing. Um, I don't think that the smart people of this world and the people with common sense in this world need to be concerning themselves with politics just to get things done, because politics, obviously, like, I mean, look at it, it's a mess. Like, I mean, if you think that it is an organized, well-oiled system, um, you've been living in the dark, to be honest with you. It is not. The politicians that are around today, most of them, I say most, okay, not all of them. There are those that are actively trying to make things happen, but then they're running into their adversarial majority over here that is more concerned with making money than they are with being able to eat in 40, 50 years. Okay? So, um, I don't even want to mess around with those people at all. I don't want I don't want to put in any acts or anything like that. I want us to get together, all of us that have that same mentality of, we're going to fix this regardless of what you say, because we know what needs to be done. Okay? I know what needs to be done. You guys know what it takes to make that happen. Okay? Now, the thing is again, I don't want to involve politics, because when you involve politics, we're not going to get anything done. There's always going to be that pause of meh, and then things aren't going to happen, right? Because we're not allowed to. That's the whole thing. We're not allowed to. Guess what? Screw that. Screw that. That's the way I see it. Screw that. Um, why do I need your permission to do anything that saves our environments, that saves our climate, that is going to put food in your belly and your grandkids' bellies in the next 40 to 50 years and so on? Okay, because that's basically what's going to happen. Like, if we don't get this soil issue under control, if we don't get the water issue under control, if we're going to have maybe 50, 60 years is what the professionals are saying. I like to dip lower than that because people are greedy. So you add greed into it and gluttony, and that's what's going to happen. You know, I say 30, 40, 50 years, probably 40, 50 years, we're going to have to start rationing. Imagine that. Here in the United States, telling however millions of Americans that they can't eat 3 square meals a day, that they have to limit their portion sizes. Imagine telling all those people that. Now, what would be worse? That? Because people are going to freak out, right? Or just fixing the problem now. Fuck the cash. We can work together, we can get donations, we can get what we need to do to make these things happen. One of my major ideas is definitely going to be one of those situations where we can't ask permission, because if we do, then we're going to be just screwed, because we're going to be tied up in courts. We're going to have to just do it. And what are they going to do? Get mad that we planted some trees? Get mad that we added um, water to drying out lakes? What are they gonna do? Go ahead, get mad. Get mad, because we're pissed. Those of us that know what's been going on, and I know that there are people out there that are hella more pissed off than I am. And I'm talking about like the environmental scientists that you guys aren't fucking listening to, the climatologists that you're not listening to, the geologists that you're not listening to. So I can only imagine how those guys feel. And I'm irritated for them. I've been in the position where I knew what the hell I was talking about, nobody listened to me, and then I was standing there with an "I told you" sign, just waiting for somebody to notice. You know, so and of course nobody will take responsibility when they do that either. You know, if you're wrong, nobody takes responsibility for that. But here on this channel, we do. I have no problem admitting if I'm wrong. I have no problem admitting if I overreacted. Uh, None whatsoever. Why? Because I like to freaking learn. I like to learn. And if I'm wrong, that means I have the wrong information. I don't want to be wrong. People who really, truly do not like being wrong will, in fact, get the information that is correct. Okay? And then there are those people that don't like being wrong, and they're just going to continue with their narrative because they're too prideful to say, "Oh, I was wrong, you were right." Like, there's no damage in that, but people have a hard time with it, and it's a huge, huge epidemic in the human race these days. So, trolls, if you're wrong, you will be proven wrong. Just accept it. Take the knowledge. If I'm wrong and I am proven wrong, and again, don't come at me with an opinion. All right, don't come at me with an opinion. I don't care about your opinions. Come at me with facts. Okay, if you have an opinion that is backed up with fact, bring it. That's how we make headway. Okay? So now if you're just spewing a bunch of random crap, and I've gotten into arguments with people um, in the past over stuff like this, where they didn't even know how their own city was powered that they grew up in, and they wanted to argue with me on it. And I would say, "Oh, okay, like Portland is has some methane power plants that help provide power for the city that they're using landfill methane to do." And this one guy argued and argued and argued. This went on for like 3 weeks. Okay, he argued and argued and argued, and it did not matter. It did not matter that I went to his own city's websites and his own power plant websites and showed him the information and where I was getting it from. And it's like, what you think? You think that these people lied just for me? They came up with so many websites just for me so that I could lie to you about your own city? No. Like, so come at me with facts. If I'm wrong, I admit it. If you're wrong, please just admit it. And then we can move on and have an actual civil conversation to make some headway and maybe actually solve some freaking issues. So, anyway, I'm not going to talk you guys' ears off anymore. This is a pretty long first video, going on 25 minutes. So, just like, share, subscribe. You know, I know that there's a lot of like-minded people out there. My goal is to reach you guys, and so that we can actually start gaining some ground on regenerating this planet. Uh, so anyway, my name is Kai again. This is my channel, environment minus permission equals a healthy planet. And I really hope to hear from you guys soon. Drop your comments. Let's hear some of those ideas. Trolls, again, you're going to be ignored. Don't care. I'm not going to waste my time on you. I'm going to encourage all of the other viewers that actually have a brain and can speak civilly, to also ignore you. Don't even entertain these guys. Um, there are entities out there that troll for videos like this just to cause issues. They are paid entities. Not all of them. Not all of these trolls are paid entities. Some of these people are just bored fat white men in their mom's basement, living in their 40s, drinking fucking diet soda and eating Cheetos all day long on the internet. Okay? Um, and we'll throw some old white fat women and just nasty people. Okay, some of them are actual trolls. Now the ones that like are paid entities, whatever, just ignore all of them. Ignore all of them. We're here to make and gain ground socially as well as environmentally and economically. Okay, that is the goal of this channel. So only mature, level-headed people here with ideas, questions, facts, whatever. Please comment. Ignore the trolls. We're not going to waste our time on them. They're not worth it. Okay. Um, so anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for enduring this 26 minutes and going on now 27 minutes video. And I hope to hear from you guys soon.